Now we will solve these problems by graphical methods. So here profit maximizations, it is given and some constraints are given. We have to solve these problems by graphical method. Okay. So this is the problem. This is the problem solved by graphical method. After solving this, this. First we'll solve these problems by graphical methods and then we'll go to our as usual previous problem. So here's it is very simple problem is there. So you can make like this one. You can make this into three one inequalities. Now one using you can solve these problems by using graph papers. Then exactly answer will be there. So as per our first equations, put x2 and x1 0 while calculating x1 you can put x2 0 and while calculating x2 you can put x1 0 and x-axis x1 should be there and y-axis x2 should be there. So here x2. So here 0, 1, okay. Now in this equation in 0 then 0 1 6 and then x1 is 0 9. So 6 and 9. So in this equation 1 6 6 and x2 9. Correct. So this is your 3 x1 and x2 line. X-axis x1 and y-axis x2. x1 by putting x2 0 you will get x1 6. By putting 0 in place of x1 x2 will be 9. Draw this line on graph papers. Okay. After that x1 this is the 4. So you can draw the line x1 this is the 4. So this is the line. That is the 6. So x2 this is your feasible reasons. Now calculate the coordinate of A So you can calculate A, B, C point by using graph papers. Correct. So who has asked these questions to me? Please give response to me whether you got the concept of the same. Hello,
Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
have
sir.
solved. Yes, no? Okay. So shall I go to our previous problems? Have
Yes,
you
sir.
got this concept?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hello. Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Now we'll go to our previous problem. So morning we have gone through the graphical methods. Now it is simplex methods. Problem it is given. Here you have to add two slacks variables. If decision variables are two, you can add two slack variables. If three, you can add two slack variable or surplus variables. Okay. Now from these above equations, just I have made one tables. In these tables, this is the basic variables, coefficient of basic variable. This is the coefficient of our decision variable, basic variable. It is given here. You can write here. So here 10. 10 means this one. This is the 12 and here it is the 1. The first equation there is S2 will be 0. There is no S2. There is 0. Similarly for this 8, 8 now here is 0 and 1. Okay. So this is the point 20 and this is the 80. So this is the first tables. You try to understand whatever maximization problems and subjected to given condition it is given. You can put in these tables coefficient of basic variable, and CJ. CJ means coefficient of our decisions uh, variables. Now, whatever the constant it is given, coefficient of constant you can put in this table, and solutions, the whatever uh, the subjected condition it is given, that value in the solutions you have to write. So this is the tables. Okay. So initially you have to make the table. After this, what you have to do, the find out the ZZ. So find out the ZZ. Now how to find out the ZZ. How to find out ZZ? This is very simple. So 0 into 10 plus 0 into 8. For example, 0 into 10 plus 0 into 8. So here it will be 0. Similarly, 0 into 20 plus 0 into 8, 0. Similarly, 0 into 1 plus 0 into 0 is 0. 0 into 0 plus 0 into 1 is 0. Correct. Correct. Similarly, here is also solution, here is also 0. Okay. After this, you have to calculate Z minus ZZ. This value we have to calculate. Cj minus Zj. How to calculate? What is Cj? Cj minus Zj. So here Cj, this is 12, and Z here it is 0. 12 minus 0, there it is the 12. Similarly, 16 minus 0, here it is 16. Correct. 0 minus 0, 0, 0. Correct. Cj minus Zj. Now, whatever value we have got, Cj minus Zj, among this value, which is the maximum value, whenever maximum condition is there, you have to find out maximum value. And whenever minimum condition is there, you have to find out the minimum. So here, Cj minus Zj, 16 is the maximum value. So 16, this is the maximum value. So in this vertical column, we can mark as a curve as a key columns. We'll say this, just like you can see here. So this is our key column. So I have marked one key column in this maximum vertical columns. Okay, 16 above this, just you can see here. Now we have to find out the key row. Now this is the key column. Whatever value it is given 28. This, how we have find this? By using that 16 as the maximum number. Okay, now this vertical column part is over done. You have to go for the key row. How to find out the key row? It is very simple. This value divided by this. 120 divided by 20, that is the 6. 80 divided by 8, 10. Now 6 and 10, this is the ratio. Okay. Out of this ratio, here you have to consider minimum. Here you have to consider minimum when maximum condition is there. And when minimum is there, maximum you have to consider. Just reverse. So here, which is the minimum here? The 6 is the minimum. So this is the minimum. So this is given. So this is the your row, key row and key columns. So every time you have to find out the key row and key column. In maximum conditions, maximum value and corresponding column, that is the key column, and in row minimum ratio you have to take in that ratio, which is the minimum, that you have to select and corresponding row, that is the key row. And intersecting point, intersecting of key column and key row, that point is called key element. So this is your key element. Key element. Correct. So first thing, key column and key element. Now, for optimum conditions, what is the criteria that you have to note down? For optimum condition for maximization, so for maximization, maximum optimality, optimum condition for maximum all A minus Z will be less than equal to 0. Minus this part, optimum conditions Cj minus Zj may be minus or 0. But for minimum condition, minimum, all Cj minus Zj greater than. These conditions you have to remember. These conditions you have to remember. Up to here it is clear. Up to here it is clear. Hello. This is the initial simple table. Now we have to proceed till we are getting the maximization condition, means Cj minus Zj should be 0 or minus for maximum condition. For minimum condition, Cj minus Zj should be greater than 0 or equal to 0. Okay. Now our problem is related to maximum condition. Cj minus Zj, it should be minus or 0. Now, in this present table, there is 12, this is the positive, 16, this is the positive. So it is greater than 0. So we have to go for next uh, table. Okay. So we have to make next table for this. So next tables we have to make just like previous tables, and we have to go for next. So here's key element, that is 20. Key element, that is the 20. Now we can divide the each elements by key element. But here in first table, S1, this is the outgoing variable replaced by X2 in that key element. So you can write as it is. Here's 60 and X2 will be there because this is the outgoing variables in the key element. Okay. Now, after that, you can divide this 20 to all elements. Key element 20. Now, each element you have to divide by 20. You will get the next value. So, 10 minus 20. What is here? 1 by 2. Then 20 minus 20. Here it is 1. And 1 1 divided by 20. 1 by 20. And here it is 0 divided by 6. And 120 divided by 20. Clear? Means our key element, this is very important. So you have to divide the key element for each element of the corresponding the row. Okay. Now next thing, what is our next thing? Here it is, as it is, we can write here. Zero. This value we have to calculate. This value we have to calculate. In order to calculate this value, what we have to do? New value, this is equal to, and this value how to calculate new value. New value corresponding column value, column value corresponding row value divided by this formula you have to use for next S2. So here let us consider in this latecomers are very problematic things to me every time. It is disturbance to me for latecomer from the latecomer. Half an hour is over, still they are asking for admit. It should not be like this. Okay. Now this value, new value, new value, we have to calculate old value. Directly I will write the formula so that you can new value, value corresponding for example, for example, what is our old value? Old value minus for example, new value old value divided by E. We need to calculate this value by using these previous tables. Latecomers, so here old value, this is 8. Old value, this is 8. Minus corresponding column value and row value. So here 8 into 8 divided by 20. So that 8 column 8 corresponding row divided by 8. So what is the answer here? 4. Getting getting 8 minus 10 into 8 divided by 24. Similarly, you can calculate for this. This is old value 8 minus corresponding common value 8 into 20 divided by. Similarly, you can calculate for third. This is the minus 2 by 5. Corresponding. Correct. Up to here it is clear how to calculate this. So after this, as usual, you can find out ZJ and CJ minus ZJ. Clear? So here the ZJ. Now, what is ZJ? How much here? 16, 16 into 1 by 2, 8 plus 0 into 4, this is your 8. CJ and ZJ you have to calculate. 16 into 1 by 2 plus 0 into 4. 0 into 4, how much? How much here? ZJ value 8. So 60 Okay. So here, once again, I will repeat 16 into 1 by 2, 8. So 16 into 1 plus 0 into 16 into 1 by 20 plus 0 into 20 2 by 4. 16 into 0 plus 0 into 1, 0. Now, this maximum conditions you have to find out. Maximum conditions you have to find out. Find out which is the maximum. So corresponding key, maximum numbers and corresponding numbers, key element. Four by five. Here it is 4 by 5. Now Cj minus Zj. Cj minus Zj. What is Cj here? 12. What is Zj? 8. 60, 60, 60, that Cj 0 minus Zj minus 1.0. Correct. Then after that, which is the maximum that you have to find out. So maximum value is here. You can make the column like this is the column maximum value. After that, we have to find the row. In order to find the row, you can take the ratio. You can take the ratio. 6 divided by 3. How much left? 12. 6 divided by 3. So out of this, which is the minimum? So this is here. And this is your P. Okay. Up to here it is clear. Now you can see that Cj minus Zj value 40 minus 4 by 5 and 0. What is our conditions? You can see the right side optimality conditions for maximum Cj minus Zj. It should be less than equal to 0. Means it should be minus or 0. But here it is 4. This is the positive value. So we can go for next alterations. Next alterations. So we have to find out the next. So in next table, the key element uh, in our second table, that is force. That means S2 is living variable, and in place of S2 there should be X1, and coefficient of same is, that is 12. You can write as it is, and after this uh, you can find out the value of each. Okay. Now value of each, how to find out? Key X1's value. What is the X1 value? Divided by each element. Okay. So divided by each element by 4. Okay. So divided by each element by 4. So here each element we have to divide by 4. So therefore, now this value, how to calculate this value? This value here, this value, the previous formula you have to use. What is the old value? 1 by 2 minus corresponding row and corresponding column. So old value is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 minus corresponding column value 1 by 2 is corresponding row value 4 divided by 3 elements. Whatever answer you will get, this answer is here. Similarly, you can calculate this answer. How we have calculated this? How we have calculated? By using the previous formula, old value minus corresponding column value into corresponding row value divided by key element. For example, 1 by 2, this is the old value. 1 by 2 minus corresponding column value, same value, 1 by 2. Corresponding row value, that is the 4, divided by key element 4. Whatever value you will get, that you have to write in this column, that is the 0. Similarly, you can go for 1, 1 by 10, minus 1 by 10, and last, that is the 2. Now here you have to find out the Zj and Cj minus Zj. Correct. So here the Zj. What is Zj? This into this plus this into this. 16 into 1 value equals to that value. Now, next is what is the so here, what is Cj? 12. Minus 12 then 16 minus 16 and here minus 2 by 2 and here is so see the value of Cj minus Zj, that is the 0 and minus. That means this condition satisfies. This condition satisfies. This condition satisfies. Okay. So this is the optimum solutions. That means our x2 will be 2. Then this x1, x2, this so we will get 9. Okay. So I will take 12 into 8 plus 16. Correct. This is the example by the simplex methods. So anybody having any doubt? Any doubt is there? Or shall I repeat once again? Hello? Anybody from your side? Have you got this concept? Simplex methods? Okay, thank you. So this is the simplex methods. In your syllabus, up to simplex methods, you have to get it covered. The other methods, it is not in your syllabus. So 3 points you have to remember in the chapters. First, how to formulate the linear programming problems. Morning lectures I have taken. The second, how to solve the any linear programming problems by using a graphical method. How to solve any problems by using simplex methods. Correct. So you have to go for this number of table unless and until you get that condition. Whatever I have written on the blackboards at left hand side, optimum condition for maximizations, Cj minus Zj means our last row. This row, Cj minus Zj, if it is 0 or minus, then optimum condition is there. If it is 0 or minus, then it is optimum condition. If it is a positive, then we have to go for next alterations. So in this problem, number one, two, three, three alterations are there. Up to three alterations, the problems will going to ask in your exam, not more than this, because time constraint is there. Okay, so this is the simplex method. You have to remember this. Okay, and solve this. So this is the revisions of our chapter number 4. Okay. Now we'll go to the next that is transportations and assignment revision problem. Not more than this we're going to ask in your exams. Like these problems will be there. Now next thing that is the transportations and assignment. So even though once again I will ask, shall I proceed or shall I repeat these problems on the blackboard? Shall I proceed to next revision of the chapters? Hello? Anybody give response from your side? Hello? Clear no? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we will go for next revision, that is the transportation. So, in the chapters, transportation and assignment, first we'll go for transportation. What is actually transportation? Means we have to transport material either from store to production centers or store to next branch. So here demand and supply relation is there, and in this relation, supply and demand must be equal. If it is not equal, we can make it equal, and in such way there should be minimize the transportation cost. So here supply and demand should be equal. Supply and demand should be balanced. Balance problem is there and some imbalance problem is there. So if yes, it is not equal. Transportation, it is actually material we have to transfer from one place to the next place. The first place that is supply or store, and next thing means demands or customer or next branch. But main thing is there to reduce the transportation cost. Okay. And here two types are there. One is balanced and next is unbalanced problems. Balanced problem means supply and demand should be equal. Unbalanced problems means supply and demand both are not equal. If it is not equal, you can make it balance and try to solve this problem. Okay. Now, in these models, in order to obtain initial basic feasible solutions, we have three methods and one optimum test. Okay. So to obtain an initial initial feasible initial feasible solution that any of the following models. First is north west corner method. North west second east of method. Third, PM method. Total approximation. To solve this transportations problem or to get initial basic feasible solutions, we have three methods. Northwest corner methods, that is NWCM. Next is least cost methods. And third is Vogel's approximation methods, that is VAM. Now, once you will get initial feasible solution, then you have to go for optimum test. So for this next method, test So to test above this initial basic feasible solutions by MODI methods. So this MODI methods, modified distribution method, means above three methods are there to solve the transportation problem, but optimum solutions you will get by MODI methods. Okay, so initially we go for north-west corner methods, then least cost methods, then Hogel's approximation methods, and last this Moody methods, or this is also called UV methods. UV methods. So this UV methods, this is only used for testing purpose. So we have to find out the solutions, the optimum solution by using UV methods or Moody methods. So these are the concept of the transportation. Once again, I will repeat. Transportation means transfer the material from the stores or the initial rooms to the customers or demand place. But one thing we have to concentrate to reduce how to reduce the transportation cost. When demand and supply are equals, then problem of transportation, it is called balanced problem. If it is not equal, then it is called unbalanced problem. Okay. To obtain an initial basic feasible solutions, we have three methods. The first method is northwest corner method. This is the simplest method. Second method is the least cost method. And third method is Vogel's approximation method, VAM. And to test the optimality of initial solutions, we have MODI methods, or this is called UV method. MODI methods means modified distribution methods. So this method is only used for testing optimality of the given transportations problem. Okay, so this is about the transportations model. Now let us we go to the numerical problems by using northwest corner methods. So problems related to northwest corner method. So this is the problems we need to solve by this northwest corner method. So next time we'll see, because our time is over. Maybe waiting for next lectures. So these problems we're going to solve in the next lecture. What should be the actually transportation cost by using northwest corner method? Okay. So thank you. We'll stop here. This is the problems we'll solve to next lectures. After that, we'll go for least cost methods, then VM methods and optimality by using MODI methods or UV methods. Okay. So thank you. We'll stop here.